If you ever hear me say that I love God, you know that's a big statement. I know even if you haven't heard me say it, you've probably heard someone. Even you may have said it at one time. I love God. Now that's a bold of a statement, right? But then I just said it. But what do I mean when I say I love God? Well, when I look at nature, as much of that I can comprehend, I call it God. I appreciate that. I can't do that. There are good things that are results of it. Some of the things are strange that we might think aren't so good, while they're God sent for others. But for me, every human being, especially the little babies, you talk about an expression of God. Mm. All of them. And when they're toddlers and they start kind of grow up, they're trying to walk and falling here and there. I don't care whose kids they are. You can see them walking down the street or with their parents, and it's so much fun. You just inside just giggle. It's a beautiful sight. And as they grow up, it's the same thing. Girls do what girls do. A lot of them where I have been trying to get into acrobatics, dance, skating, all kinds of things. Some of them aren't that fortunate. They just hang around the house and do whatever they can find to do. Boys, find some athletic things to get into: baseball, football, drinking, lying, And then, well, that's one thing that all men seem to be getting into. As soon as they're big enough to recognize that it's something that you can get into, and that's girls. But just think about it. When you look at the nature, I'm looking at some beautiful green grass right now. Now, there's some things that has to happen for that grass to be green and beautiful. And sometimes it's not just chemicals. It just could be the sun or the rain. But it's there. It's real. And we the people, we're here. We're real. But like the grass needs, the trees needs, the birds needs, we need. And we are the author of providing needs. So when I think of every last one of you, not just the babies, but the parents and the grandparents, black and white and otherwise, you're all a beautiful joy. When I put behind me the things that I know about us and dream and fantasize of the things that I'm hoping for, that I'm living for, that I'm trying to be able to excite you about, knowing that you're the only missing part. And this thing could be dealt with. So when I say I love God, I'm saying that your pains and your sufferings, as far as I'm concerned, they must go, as best that I can play a role in. And the next part that is missing is that to convince you that you are the missing part. Yes, I love God, and I love you. And if my loving you can do anything to help us love one another, we on the good foot, as James would say. But this is Eddie Marcus, and I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank you so very much for giving me this your time, and I will be back. Until then, goodbye.